Okay, let me share with you, some of my pain, through this quarantine, okay? Now, what this is I'm gonna upload literally the criticism video, literally the video about how much pain I went through in the whole day. Now, one thing I have to start off the bat with is, Uncle Sonny, all right? When you double imply the racism, with the lesbian cops and everything, oh, this, is that, is our fucking rape. Oh, the strategy, this, strategy, that. Oh, fool the cops, oh, this, and that, literally, which is the fucking earlier thing. I'm gonna get to Shinobu in another bit, but the truth behind this video and what I truly told people was when you keep on literally double applying racism, literally all this and that, just like Sonny, and never use common sense once, guess what? You become just like him, and look what happened to him. And since you don't want to, literally come to the conclusion of what happened, to Sonny, then I'm going to put it flat to you, because what ends up happening recently, what I explained over and over again, is that literally in high school, they make Asian people like Jenny and her friend, the three people who I shared a period with, outweigh you in terms of, oh, literally school is important. Don't work on fucking your comic book literally doing school. School is important. Literally, you know why? Because school helps you get a job, and college is the only way to get a good job that pays good. Literally, what I just discussed, it all goes back to autism. All right. So, with that being said, they tried literally pulling the whole shit after I already told, the story about Jenny. Now, what ends up happening, okay, is that this is going to be the full story, literally, about how I came at them, literally, why I inevitably failed, this and that. So, literally, I'm just going to let you know, the already people who hacked my channel, so there's two versions of the A and B you saw yesterday, right? So, this is a laugh. The biggest laugh in South Lily. Nobody hacks my channel. It's the biggest laugh in the universe, okay? Literally, one of them is blocked. Literally, because one of them out of high school and they're dead. Literally, the other one literally just got copyright. It's bullshit, alright? It's completely fucking bullshit. Because the other one, showed you the truth about me and Uncle Tommy, how I was supposed to lose. Literally, but I fucking did, okay? Now, in doing so, literally, let me give you, some of my pain that I went throughout the quarantine. First off, and foremost, literally, I took on Uncle Tommy when I knew how to box. His bopping weave got in the way of everything when I knew how to box, literally, on TV, literally, and everything. Because, what happened recently, if you didn't know, is that I copied Reese, in Robert style. Robert Jackson, literally, when I went to Alpha Omega. What I did just do the research at the FTN mob. Literally, I went down and then I rose up. Literally, I did a whole bunch of shit, and it referenced them. And what Robert and Reese do is they make fun of white people by doing something always hyphy, this, and that, and the police evaluate this shit. But the hell evaluate this shit? They're all like, why is he always hyphy, this and that, instead of recognizing that I was talking out loud, which is a principle, So I pushed the fact that I had skills and that I had the whole fucking anime in the anime community, and what they did was they pushed racism. So what they did was they told me a situation, when me and Uncle Tom literally were at the laundromat, and what I learned externally is that literally the police lie to each other in order, to get Eris arrested. You want to know why? Because it works like this, okay? All right, when it comes to information being passed on to another, literally, when the cops have, information to their family, when he tried to pull me over, literally, is when they fooled him, okay? Literally, but guess what happens to cops? Here's what happens to cops, right? Literally, here's what happens to normal people, all right? When normal people get into situations like me, literally like India, literally in the debt, what that is that's calling out your gangster, right? Because what happens to Bloods like Sean Schimmel and Adrian, right? Because what happened to Adrian in high school, right, was he had literally Abdul, because Abdul outside him so much on the fucking dance floor, he had post-traumatic stress syndrome. Literally, he had to get high, literally to get rid of him, but he had to get high to get rid of it. But then there was a loophole. You see what it was he had to pin a domestic violence because Adrian was a Blood. It's because Blood to give you more shit. You see how I was a junior in high school, I was slow in progression. Literally, he's like, man, I gotta play with this dad line to get rid of this. I gotta do this, and that. And then he was complaining to his mother. And in between complaining to his mother, he had more shit outside of his mother, and that was the same, with Sean Schimmel, right? So literally, he was so fucking responsible. He had a whole bid in high school, literally to fight someone with in domestic violence. And what happened to Sean, Sean Schimmel, the main thing he had to show was literally when he got that for making Dragon Ball Z, when he was on Goku and shit. Literally, what the police say is the exact same thing he did with me and Fat Man. You see how I couldn't call out Erica, but I can call out common sense, and they did, pull me over and arrest me until the right time. They did the exact same thing with Sean Schimmel, because when he got debt, literally, he could pay for this, and that, but if he paid for it, they would call out that. Literally, that's what it feels like to be a Blood. And that's why people don't make their move for a sting, okay? Now, let's get into my strategy from the hood. Why it didn't work out Uncle Tommy, why it worked in the foreground, right? What means that it worked in the foreground is that it worked at everything, where it came to common sense, right? That's why, you get bits and clips of you, doing the whoop rock, all right? So, this is a story about me and Shinobu on the streets, all right? Because Shinobu, all right, was a tool I used to fool a gangster, because what I would do is I'd walk around with a bullet like Snoop Dogg, right, before I dodged the bullet. And what would happen, right, is I would trap a gangster like those, I'm not going to talk about those little kids that bark, all right? Because that's the actually pure, definition of socializing, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out the build they had Catch 22, because that build recognizes that you have to turn within fighting. And what's the difference between a turn and a power hit? The same exact reason what is a retard in a fight, all right? So what happens is a gangster, will contemplate something, like literally, because you try to get away with the big statement, oh, you'll dodge villains, oh, you will go to the big, you'll do anything with longevity, this, that, and that's why I use the build to cut it in half. And he's like, what the fuck, that was all my fucking plans, literally. So that's what happened, right? That's how I build my reputation. And top of that, I was protected by higher ball bosses like E40 and shit, all right? All right? Now, what ended up happening was, literally, they gave me the opportunity to do more, okay? Literally, so I took that, that held on to society. That's why when the bitches played me for the phone bill, I stopped when I was ahead, all right? Now, some of the pain, literally, that came through quarantine was me being a grass man, knowing the in-between. Literally, knowing that India just had an Applebee's job, literally, and how can you keep it? Literally, okay, so this is what the cops do. They recognize that it's a single file line, that she's just doing something single file over and over and over again, right? And what I was doing was I was recognizing that, it was a hot take, literally. She could have got a job for a regional center, literally. That's a fucking girl, literally, because I do everything about the Udi Booty deal about why her butt's too big and why all my butts are big in general, why work is to set you up for sexual harassment, literally, and why fake friends could agree with her, literally, all the way to hand, literally, and then, literally, not only is she just following along, she can keep it for 2 years because it's just Applebee's. She just got a hot ticket, all right? Literally, there's the other part of me that knows the cause and effect, that she got a job way older, literally, when she was 26 instead of me in my early 20s, when they can't set you up better. All right? Literally, that's how mature I was going through. That was a fucking dorky, that was everything. Literally, I couldn't face this bop and weave once, okay? Literally, and what ended up happening was I knew cause and effect. I know how fucking Afghan labor works. Literally, I know how the fucking blood works. I know everything, And what ends up happening, right, is he simplifies shit. Like, don't you wish you had a job? This, is that. And he simplifies absolutely everything while I know everything about the government. Because it started off where Erica, the government does not provide for your personal needs, all right? All right? That's the first, and the pain, the pain really kicked in when shit dragged on, literally, when I couldn't do shit about the situation, when they double and pie, literally, American, when I had debt, literally, when I needed a job, not just for that, literally, but to actually, pay for my kids and pay for everything, right? And so you learn more about the government over time, right? And so literally, so what happens is I go algorithm, and what happens when I go algorithm is I learn how to be blood, like the roots, the bat shit, and what ends up happening, externally, all right, is that, I'm doing things that should be making money, but not making money because they're calling out my sexual crime, right? And, I'm laughing at this shit because it's so minimal. And, the reason why, people don't get me is because they allowed the whole story, oh, high school doesn't give you a chance. It's the worst part about cops, really. They load you up with shit, say that nothing gives you a chance when you recognize they're bringing those girls, all right? Because you have one, literally. So all this fucking another pain, literally, all Angelina, everybody done with pie and shit. Like, I wasn't supposed to get blue Jordans for my family, right? I don't have a little girl that's on fucking Life of Boys on Primo TV. I don't have none of that shit, right? That's how I'm double implying. So guess what ends up happening, all right? Now, the cruelest fucking thing is how I informed NASA. Literally, even with Zach in the six-pack, you know how my mom is clowning on me that six-pack isn't 100%? Literally, compared to my son, he actually had a full fucking six-pack on BET, but NASA fucking viewed it, oh, this guy literally has to glow, the other one needs to catch up. Literally, and so what happens is socializing, people at the gym, people at the pool, literally gratify, your six-pack, gratify literally what you do, incomplete, and recognize the method because they're absorbing. You're not absorbing it, they're hitting you with family 24/7, and that's the fucking thing, blood. Literally, they want to hit you in high school, doesn't give you a chance, oh, this, and that, everything called out your sexual assault is criminal. Literally, it's critical, and they connect it to your mental condition. That's the life of Eric Spoonie every single day. Literally, when they make the defiant moment, they connect it to your mental condition instead of using common sense. So they align with the common sense for Erica, but literally, they wait for the right time to cut you off, all right? So that's why I'd be like, fuck you. I'm like, you're not getting anything out of me. Bite my fucking nuts. Bite the left one, literally all the way up to Chip, all the way up to the fucking stick of squirrel, all underneath the trolling the braids. I'm done. I'm done. They don't go talk because like, that's all some fucking stupid shit. When in real life he wants something, and that's what's fucking bullshit. All right, and that's the biggest fucking pain. How many times I formed NASA? How many times I got in a situation when a judge in my head became a bus driver? Literally, that's all my pain this quarantine. All because I call out a stupid question. And guess what's even worse? Literally, the way aspects of my life where Erica is why everybody else is a fucking loser. I can't call out manipulation, especially can't call out female manipulation. to put you in the ultimate cat strike too. The reason why we don't pay you is because you're not dumb. Literally, I hear shit every day. I don't like how he fucked up his uncle or dead. He kept it clean. He did this, and that. Well, don't you think me being clean is above woman every single fucking day? And I can't take it. I can't take it. Because when is it gonna end? When's it gonna stop? And another fucking pain. Literally, you see a fucking girl right there. You see a girl right there. Literally, invisible hopping in and out of the video. Where am I gonna pay my own bills? Literally, where am I gonna pay my debt? Where am I gonna pay my own kids? Literally, that's another pain I have, right? I have external fucking pain. Literally, I think every single day. Jane's about to get his car because he's about to hop on 15. Literally, all this shit. Literally. And then lately, there were so much, back when I was, using Grossology with Paige, right? And Paige was a definitive, way I was saying that I was getting fucked up because I had no control over my mother, all right? No control over my mother whatsoever, literally. When she was blowing the whistle, little Too Short here had no control, all right? Literally, because you like to double pod, I'm short and tall at the same time. See, with her dead ass is gonna call out straight out that I'm short, all right? Literally, I also know NASA where it comes to that fight. You know how I was the best fighter in the world? I think it stopped the fucking world to make Uncle Tommy win the fight. And I tell the motherfuckers, Zilly, if you're gonna keep double applying, you're gonna keep on doubling applying in my head like a lesbian cop, I'm gonna go back in time and hit him. I'm going back in time and hit him when it was bad because it's not the same fucking world as the dead. Alright? That's what I fucking do, alright? Literally, when he says I'm at people, I hit him, alright? There's no fucking lie with the military because it's an actual real fucking fight on paper. Literally, I'm not gonna distract you to the left and then hit you to the fucking right. You have to use that to do that shit, alright? No, it did just happen just now. That's how I used to talk shit with people back in the hood. Literally, they're a liar, they're like, hey, or I'm like, oh, that didn't happen yesterday. That's how Shinobu used to kill people, alright? And you know another fucking thing, after all this shit I'm talking, you still didn't kill Shinobu after the Demon Slayer movie. Literally, somebody who's literally dead in the movie, you can't kill in real life by how full of shit you are, but you can kill future Trunks when he tries to make a statement. I can't take it, alright? I can't take this shit. Literally, how much I inform NASA, literally, how much I knew about karma, literally, how much I have mischopped my brain, how much I knew about the fucking government, literally, I'm contemplating in my head, is it just 30? All the fucking time, and I can't take it, alright? Literally, I know everything about fucking anime, literally, I know how to fucking draw, literally, if I keep on drawing, literally, oh, you're slowly advancing, literally, the regular ed, this, and that, literally. And then they put me in a situation where anime is advanced, alright? That was the most bullshit, literally. You ran a company, you saved everybody's life from the company, and you're sneaking something advanced with Spiegel. I'm done, literally. So border education, which I'm still currently in, is telling you, literally, don't fucking put the ball between your legs. Actually recognize that you're slowly progressing, but the meat is still hitting you critical. So it's like, whatever. You know, you hear the fucking lesbian cops going in, fucking out, literally, but they're still there the next day. I'm like, what for? Fuck, literally, the biggest fucking lesson behind all that, when you're blowing them up, literally, bringing it back to life over and over again, is that you can hit Aaron's critically throughout his whole life, but you can't hit anybody like them critically once. And that pisses me off. Because how the fuck is somebody gonna know their place when they gotta have the right to do the same privilege again, like Chris and Meek for 1,000th time? Literally, if you put a motherfucker in his place, he's not gonna do the same thing again. But they are afraid to admit I'm right. They're afraid to literally, I'm gonna have a real couple based on real shit. Alright? That's the summary of my pain. That's not the full fucking detail, but literally, it really fucking infuriates me because it gets down to the fucking court. I ain't doing shit. So literally, after all this fucking double implying, we get the Oculus, you're in, we're on board, and that's why she asked you to go back to school because about how much you spam algorithm on paper, literally, that's what happens when they meet, sees you doing nothing on paper. Alright? This is why a gangster tells you to stay in school, literally. Well, what you did was you made literally a gangster more important to school by allowing school to get what you fucking want. It's stupid. It's absolutely fucking stupid, guys. Literally, I can't take me having more charisma, alpha male strategies, literally fucking knowing more, literally about Geekdom 101, literally, and still not being able to see. I'm like, that's a stupid fucking excuse in the world. You can't blame me having charisma forever. You think this is fucking funny? I'm an anime fan and get double D woman at fucking A-time, literally fucking just like Smeggy and fucking Snoop Dogg, literally, but I'm still holding on to shit like Beefy. Literally, I'm like, do I really have to explain that I'm fucking video game nerd and full on gangster or intertwined for the 100th time? That's the fucking easiest shit. As soon as a nerd eats cereal, literally stops trying too hard and stops trying to get in the gang, he can fucking my gang up because he has a right to gain real muscle when they can't even get enough money to go to the gym, alright? It's so fucking easy to explain that shit over and over and over again. And then you bring it back to the days of Abby. And then I explain, yo, he couldn't get that shit, so he had more homework than him because he was a poor retard. And they're like, no, okay, let's sneak in his charisma later. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Each and every fucking day. That's why I fucking literally, I correct saying like, yo, you raped, literally. This is why I correct, people, 24/7 because I'm mad. I'm mad that you don't understand that I'm here maturity. I'm the one here in the book. Literally, I'm the one this, and that. And you're doing nothing but sticking in the same shit every day. Literally, what does that do in war? What does that do in war? Literally, where I'm reading it, I'm advancing. You're able to get aware of the same shit every day. What does that do? Literally, in war. And that pisses me off, alright? Because you don't understand how all the stuff in the planet that they hit me critically, like Labaya and bring me back, literally, which is what that's fucking connected to. Literally, I can't stand, literally, for 1,000 times that I was thinking about, Earth in high school, about how he wanted bitches, to be connected to his fantasy instead of being connected to the world. That means literally through all this fucking music like Snowflare and shit. You never thought that a woman was realistic once, okay? And even Nikki was surprised. Literally, you used to win the world on TV. It's true. It's completely fucking true. Throughout all my fucking years in high school, I thought, oh, girls in the WWE, let's go to the ball, this, let's go to the ball, that. When that is realistic. And then when I got older, the big town shit, I'm like, if you are gonna be realistic, woman, then make a joke. So literally, it's been there. I've been there, in and out. It's fucking, crazy. And that's when Andre was infuriated, with the way I was acting, because he's like, man, you still, that's not real life. That's why he told me to watch Fist of the North Star. Watch some shit that's based off Bruce Lee. Don't watch some shit that's actually based off in your head, And then I think again, because I have charisma, oh, CC from Kokoyas is obviously the best because it has style. I'm done. Yes, you do make me fuck straight fucking retard and everything because you don't want to be straight and you don't want to admit to your own fucking shit. Alright? That's all I'm talking about. The whole conspiracy. I'm talking about nothing fucking expanding every single day. That's, the summary on my painless quarantine. But everybody knows it's not going to let me deliver that shit, right? Zach's boy, fucker.